Hello and welcome to today's video. I'm doing something slightly different to what I would usually do, and this is kind of I suppose an update show or more about my thoughts and predictions on this weekend's Wodapalooza event, which is happening in Miami. You see everyone on Instagram is all getting their flights and getting settled into Miami. I'm looking forward to be watching some of that footage, but what I thought I'd do is give you guys a bit of an update as to where my predictions, basically where I think people are going to place. So this gym acts as a perfect little studio. So I've got my lighting up there, and the box acts as my wee desk, and I've got the bench press seat as my little seat. So yeah, perfect environment for doing these vlogs. Who do I think is going to get top three? So there's some usual suspects in there in terms of the athletes. I think that a lot of these athletes going into this, some of these athletes have got their ticket to the games already, and some of them are going to be trying to get their ticket to the games. So I think it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. There's going to be a lot of people in there that are going to go purely just to enjoy that event in Miami. And with that said, they are going to obviously be trying their very best to compete and win it. I don't think they're going to not want to win, even if they've got the ticket to the games. But I think that the fact that they have a ticket to the game might change their approach. They might be doing it for just a little bit more fun and more for the experience and of competition. So in terms of the names that we've got here, we've got some usual suspects: Alex Smith, Ben Smith. A lot of good things happening from Casper Gamelmark, Cole Sager, household favourite there, Noah Olsen, Patrick Vellner, and a few others in there. Saxon Panchecker, I think, did really well in the CrossFit Games just gone there. Travis Williams, Willie Georges, who's one of my favourite CrossFit athletes. If you're watching, you're one of my favourites. I really hope you do well this year. I think you've got some big things to come. And Zach George, who is from the UK, big things for him this year. This is the first year that he's qualified for the CrossFit Games, and I think he's just going to leave nothing on the floor. I think he's going to go out there, fully enjoy the experience and do the best he possibly can. Somebody from the UK, I think we've obviously had a few in the past. Stephen Fawcett, I was actually at the CrossFit Games when he was competing, and Matt Fraser came second and Ben Smith came first. What an experience that was. Stephen Fawcett was in there from the UK, and we've not really seen too many other athletes from the UK come in there and dominate. So I really want Zach George to do well. In terms of my predictions for top three, I suppose I've got the top three of who I want to win, and I've also got the top three of who I think are actually going to win. Okay, obviously I want Zach George to win, right? Because I'm from the UK, he's competing. It will be great to see. I've been following his journey for a number of years through various vlogs and his Instagram, and it's just, the hard work and commitment he's put in. I kind of feel like I've been on that journey with him, so I really want him to do well this year. I'm not sure if he's going to get in the top five, because I think there's some athletes that are a little bit more experienced in competition and have performed extremely well. One person that did amazing at the CrossFit Games and came a very strong and close second was Noah Olsen. So my money would be going on Noah Olsen to win this. I think that's going to be closely followed by Patrick Vellner. And then having a look through here in terms of the males, it's probably going to be Willie Georges from France. I think that those are going to be the top three contenders, okay? But let's see what happens. I think they're all going to enjoy the experience. I'm certainly going to be enjoying watching it from the sidelines. But let's see. Okay, so we've got the elite women. Okay, what I like about the women's category is that it's always moving around. There's lots of athletes coming in and going out in terms of the level of competition. I feel that with the men's, it's been like the Matt Fraser show for the past 4 years. Where I would like it to be, just kind of going back from those, is that we had it was the Rich Froning show for years and years, and then this guy came along, Matt Fraser, just kind of absolutely dominated it, and he caused a bit of a threat. And I think that as soon as he came into the frame, he was like the new Rich Froning. And what I would really like to see is someone coming in and really contending for that top spot. I think this year people came very, very close to that. So I want somebody to just come in and just disrupt things a little bit. Obviously, I wish Matt all the success and continue to win, and I wish all the athletes the huge amount of success, but it'd just be good for a little bit of drama, a bit of disruption. So in the women's field, we have a few usual suspects in terms of names. So we've got Brooke Wells, Emily Rolfe, Hayley Adams, who's performing very, very well at this point in time. Who else have we got? Sarah Sigmund's daughter, Claire-Toomey. Excited to see all of those girls get on the floor and throw down. In terms of who I think is going to win, I'm going to go out there and say Sarah Sigmund's daughter is going to win this one, closely followed by Claire-Toomey and Hayley Adams in third. I feel that Sarah Sigmund's daughter performs at an extremely high level for these types of competitions, but when it gets to the CrossFit Games, it doesn't, either it's the events or it's an injury or it's something that doesn't quite pan out, and I think that maybe this year could be her year, and I think she's going to demonstrate that on the floor this weekend. So number one is going to be Sarah Sigmund's daughter, number two Claire-Toomey, closely followed by Hayley Adams. Let's see what happens with that. I could be completely wrong, but that's my thoughts and predictions. So, elite team. There is some really, really high level teams in there. I think the teams category has got a lot more competitive over the years. I think before it was kind of not seen as, people weren't taking the teams as serious, and then when Rich Froning came on the scene with Mayhem Freedom and Mayhem Independence, people started taking teams a little bit more seriously. There is a team in there that I think that might actually win it. Well, actually, I don't know. They might win it. Is JST Compete, again from Great Britain. I think they're from down south where I used to be from, near Manchester. With Mayhem Freedom and Mayhem Independence, I just feel that they're just so connected as individuals and as a team, and they work so well together that I think that they will get the top spot. But I think between those three that I mentioned, JST, Mayhem Freedom and Mayhem Independence, that it's probably going to be those three for the top spot, and then the top three. I don't really know who's going to get number one, but I think it's definitely going to be those three in some form of order. So as well as the elite category, they also have some other categories in there, which is RX men, RX women, RX team, intermediate for men, women and teams, and masters as well. There is a few others in there as well. In fact, there's quite a lot, and so it kind of caters for everyone. I think out of all of the CrossFit events that they do, I've been to the CrossFit Games in 2015 and it was an amazing experience. I've been to some kind of regional/sanctionals, and this one seems like, it just seems amazing. So I think that the plans for next year, not this year but the year after, to go to Wodapalooza as a spectator, because it just looks absolutely amazing. Who knows, I'll be a masters by that point in time, so I'll be over the age of 35, so might even be competing, but with my hip and my shoulder issues, I probably don't think that's on the horizon, or I shouldn't at least be doing that. But yeah, hugely excited for this. Really excited to see where some of the athletes come in terms of their placings. I think everyone will go out and deliver their absolute best. So that was just a quick update on my thoughts and predictions for the Wodapalooza, obviously for the elite categories. Let me know who you think is going to win in the elite categories. Give me your top three of the men and the women and the teams of who you think is going to place in the comments below. If you're liking the content, guys, and you want to stay up to date with the channel, hit that subscribe button, and if you could give me a huge thumbs up, it really does help the channel grow, and I am doing my best to try and share this insight and knowledge with as many people as I possibly can. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.